eyes over here. Eyes on me. Brittany has her eyes on me. Marlon has her eyes on me. Carmen has her eyes on me. When I say go, you're going to pass the papers down and write your name and date on the papers and then get started on your do now. Silently. Everyone look, track Brittany. Carmen's tracking, Vanessa's tracking. Brittany, what is gonna happen when I say go?
We're gonna pass down the papers.
You're gonna pass down the papers. Good. Everyone track Gwen. Eyes go to Gwen. Gwen, what are you gonna do with the paper once you get it?
Write your name and date.
Write your name and date, and Vanessa, you're gonna start your do now. You're gonna start your do now. Is there gonna be any talking, Christian?
No.
Okay. On your mark. Remember, the team that wins is the team that's all working first. Get set, go. So LaBrea's passing the paper silently. Now she's writing her name. Eli's starting to write his name and date. Karma's writing her name and date. So is MJ passing the paper silently. Good, good. I might need your help turning the camera on. Yes, it is more than one cell. Like 6 times that amount. So this is me. I read 76. How are we going to show that Miss Linda is 4 times that much? Guys, let's keep in mind what the first part of the problem is saying. Think about how much how much I read, and then how many times more Miss Lynn read than that when you're trying to set up your bar model. Okay, so okay, good. So my part is right here is 76.
This is how much Miss Lynn read. I want to know how much Miss Lynn read and I read together. How would you figure that out?
We're going to take about another 4 minutes. And if you don't finish, that's okay. You're just doing your best, and we're going to go over in a second. If you're still stuck on the first problem, that's okay. I would like you to turn it to the back and start working on the second problem. We'll go back to the first problem in just a moment. So Marlon turned to the back like I asked her to. Labre's turning to the back like I asked her to. Keziah's doing it.
Every single time she shares with one more friend, number goes up. So how would she be sharing 5 stickers with 15 friends? That doesn't make sense. You figure the output, you pick the number of friends, you put on 7, right? So what's the number of friends here? You should do 15 times 7.
Is this not working? All right, about 1 more minute, guys.
What do I have to do is I want to figure out how much Miss Lynn read and I read together. Good. How do we get it?
Okay, all pencils down, eyes on me. If you have a book out, that's fine. Please put it away. You have 7 seconds to have your pencil down, eyes on me. Turn back to the front of the do now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vanessa has her eyes on me, her pencil's down. Karma, Josiah, Marlon have their eyes on me, their pencils down. Okay, so we're going to start going over this just like normal. I need someone who's looking tall and proud to read the problem. Gwen, please read the problem.
Mr. Marren and Miss Lynn read a lot. Last week, Mr. Marren read 76 pages, and Miss Lynn read 6 times this amount. How many pages did Miss Lynn and Mr. Marren read together?
All right, so before we even get to the bar model, before we even get to what's being asked of us, we need to think about what we know. Brittany, give me one thing that we know about this problem.
Mr. Marren read 76 pages.
Good. So, Mr. M read 76 pages. Okay? Kaya, track Kaya. Kaya, what else do we know? What else do we know from this problem? Miss Lynn read 6 times as much as who? 6 times as much as Mr. Marren. Okay, MJ, what is being asked of us? What are we trying to figure out in this problem? Check your eyes. They should either be on me or on MJ. Go ahead, MJ.
How many pages did Miss Marren read together?
Yeah. How many pages altogether? All right, so now I need to draw, everybody, I need to draw my bar models. Okay, so I need to start off. How many people are in this problem? Put on your fingers. Put on your fingers how many. So Brittany's got it up. Josiah's got it up. Okay, good. Put them down. I'm comparing these numbers, right? So first I'm going to write Mr. M. What should I do for that? Does anyone have any idea? What should this bar look like, Micah?
You should draw a small square, and the total is 72.
72 or 70?
76.
76. So this is 76,
6.
right? Okay. Then I have Miss Lynn. What do I need to do for Miss Lynn's? If that's what I did for mine, what do I need to do for Miss Lynn's? When?
Draw 6 of those little cubes.
Why do I need to draw 6? Josiah, why is she saying draw 6 more of these? Why do I need to draw 6 of those?
It says she read 6 times as this amount.
Okay, so I'm going to draw my bar. I'm going to bring it in. How many pieces, everybody?
6.
6. Do they need to be about the same size as this one? Why?
Because
Hold on, I need a hand. Why do they need to be about the same size? Vanessa, why does this part need to be about the same size as that part? Track Vanessa, she's talking.
it has to be equal.
Why do they have to be equal? Is multiplication equal groups or are they unequal groups?
Equal group.
Yeah, they're unequal. I mean, they're equal groups. Yeah, so that's all right. So this would be 76. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that one just worth 76 or is everyone worth 76?
All of them.
All of them should be worth 76. Again, Christina, is this one just worth 76 or are all my parts worth 76? All of them are, because again, equal groups is what we're working with right now. So, if I wanted to figure out how much Miss Lynn read, raise the 3S hand, silent straight and still, who can tell me what do I need to do to figure out, what's one thing I could do to figure out how much Miss Lynn read? Brittany, try Brittany, as we heard.
Multiply 76 and 6.
Okay, and if you multiply 76 times 6, that's definitely one option. Because I have 6 groups of 76. What else could I have done? What else could I do if I didn't want to do multiplication? Marlene, what else could I do if I didn't want to do multiplication? Just to figure out how much Miss Lynn read. Can anybody help her out? Go ahead, Marlon, call on somebody to help you. Okay, Karma, what else can we do?
You could count 6 times by 76.
Skip counting 6 times? Yeah, we could do that, but do we skip counting by, I need all eyes up here. Is skip counting by 76 is easy?
No.
No, so instead of skip counting by 76, what could I do, EBA?
You can multiply.
We already talked about that.
Okay, I mean,
What is skip counting kind of like? Josiah?
adding.
Adding, so what would I need to do?
Addition.
Tell me exactly what I need to do.
76 plus 76 plus 76 plus 76 plus 76
Plus.
76.
Yeah, so either way would have been fine here. Did anybody get an answer for 76 times 6? 76 times 6. If you got the answer, blow it in your hand. Shake it up. Throw it at me in 3, 2, 1.
426.
456? Is that what everybody got?
Yes.
Okay, so 456. Now, Samario, what was the question asking us, though?
The question was asking how many Miss Lynn and Mr. Marren had all together.
So, is my final answer 456? Is that what it was, guys? 456? Yeah? Is that my final answer, then? No, Samaria, what do I need to do to figure out how much me and Miss Lynn have all together? Right now, you shouldn't be writing. I'm going to give you a chance to fix it in a second. You should be tracking the speaker, looking at the person talking. Marlen's doing this, MJ's doing this, Alex is doing this. Pencils down. Go ahead, Samaria, what do I need to do?
You need to add 456 plus 76.
Yeah, I would need to put these together. 76 plus 456. So 456 plus 76, 12, 13, 532. Is that my final answer?
Yes.
Who knows why that's not my final answer? This is a word problem. Michael, what should my final answer be?
Because you have to play the sentence.
Yeah, so go ahead and do that for us, buddy.
Miss Lynn and Mr. Marren read 532 pages.
All together, right? Or I guess you could just say, yeah, we read 532 pages. Yeah, but your final answer should say, they or Miss Lynn and Mr. Marren read 532 pages. Okay? If you need to fix that, you can fix it now. I'll give you about a minute. So I see Marlen's starting to fix it, MJ's starting to fix it. If you already have it the way it's supposed to be, or when you're done fixing it, turn it to the back and get ready to go over the next problem. So Karma's already turned to the back, Kai's turned to the back, Alex has turned to the back. Everybody needs to turn to the back in about 10 seconds. Pencils down, eyes on me. 10, 9, 8, 7. When I turn around, everyone should be about done. 6, 5, 4. And Karma, can you flip the page? 3, 2, 1. Christina has her pencil down, her eyes are on me. Samaria has her pencil down, her eyes are on me. Christian has his pencil down, his eyes are on me. Christian, can you actually read us this problem?
One buys some stickers for her friend. She plans on sharing 7 stickers with each of her friends. One grade is able to show the relationship between the number of friends who receive stickers and the total number of stickers she will share.
Okay, so good, thank you, Christian. So this is saying right here, number of friends, that's our input, output is 7. That's the number of stickers. Input 2 friends, output 14 stickers. Input 3 friends, output 21 stickers. We're trying to find the 4th friend right there. We're trying to find the 4th friend. But first, before we can do that, we need to figure out the pattern between the numbers. What's happening to these numbers? So the first thing I want to, hands it down for a second. First thing I want to think about is 1 to 7, 2 to 14, 3 to 21. Are my numbers getting bigger or smaller? So think about that in your head. And on the snap, you're going to say bigger or smaller. Are they getting bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
If you said bigger, give yourself a pat on the back. You're absolutely correct. 1 to 7 is obviously getting bigger. Who can tell me right now, because we're not doing decimals and fractions, when we're multiplying whole numbers or dividing whole numbers or adding whole numbers, subtracting whole numbers, what 2 operations make whole numbers become greater? I want you to talk to the person next to you for about 10 seconds. What 2 operations make whole numbers become bigger? Eyes back on me in 3, eyes back on me in 2, eyes back on me in 1. Track Eli. Eli, what 2 operations make whole numbers become bigger?
Addition and multiplication.
Good. So we can rule out that the pattern has nothing to do with what 2 operations? Division and subtraction. Very good. Okay? So if this was going to be addition, it would be 1 plus what? Put up on your fingers if you know. If it was addition, put up on your fingers if you know. Give me the answer. So I've seen some people saying 1 plus 1, that would be 7. Saying 1 plus what number would equal 7? I see some people have 7 up. That's not right. 1 plus 7 doesn't equal 7. You have 6 up. Give yourself 6 pats in the back. Yeah, because 1 plus 6 equals 7. Let's see if that works for the next one. Everyone right now, in your own heads or on your fingers or however you need to do it, see if 2 plus 6 equals 14. See if 2 plus 6 equals 14. Most of you probably already know. Give me a silent answer. Silent yes or silent no. Does 2 plus 6 equal 14? I'm seeing a lot of silent no's. So, is our rule going to be plus 6 right now? No, the rule can't be plus 6. So we tried addition, so now we should try what?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So let me see who's looking up here. Your pencil should not be in your hand right now. La Brea, if I was going to go from 1 to 7, what would I have to multiply 1 by to get to 7?
7.
Times 7, right? Silent yes if you agree with it. Okay? So now let's do 2 times 7. If you know it, blow it in your hand. 2 times 7, 3, 2, 1.
14.
Did that work?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so let's try 3 times 7. 3 times 7, think about it. Think about it, blow it in your hand. 3 times 7 is?
28.
So did that work? What? Heard someone say 28. 3 times 7 is?
21.
21. So did that work?
Yes.
So our rule is times
7.
times 7. So, for 4 friends, how many stickers would I need, Alex? Track Alex.
For 4 friends, you would need 28 stickers.
Great, Alex. I really like that complete sentence, and the correct answer you can clip up. So this would be 28, or she will share 28 stickers with 4 friends. Now, the next part. The number 15 friends isn't on our chart. So we're going to have to use our brains and think a little bit. It says, how many total stickers will Gwen share with 15 friends? Christina, track Christina. Christina, how could I figure out how many stickers she's going to share with 15 friends? What's our rule? Times 7. So what can I do to figure out how many stickers she's going to share with 15 friends? Multiply by what? Take your hand off your face so I can hear you. What 2 numbers am I going to multiply? I think you're right, Christina. Just say what you think. Do you need a little help? Okay, Brittany, can you help her out? Track Brittany. Eyes go to Brittany. What should I do, Brittany?
You said the answer.
I can't say the answer. You mean the question?
I mean, yeah, the question.
Okay, so we knew that when 4 friends, there was 28 stickers, because we multiplied the number of friends by 7, right? Now I'm saying there's 15 friends. I want to know how many stickers I would need. How would I figure that out? Okay, it looks like we need a little bit of help. Try Vanessa. Track Vanessa. What do I need to do, Vanessa?
Multiply
Multiply what?
28 times 7.
Not 28. Let's look at what would the input be? If I kept on going, guys, let's say I drew this right here. How many friends did it say I have? How many friends did it say I have?
15.
15. So if I just keep up with the same rule here, I would do, over here, I did 1 times 7, 2 times 7, 3 times 7, 4 times 7. So I should do 15 times
7.
15 times 7. So Christina, to figure out what my output is, or how many stickers I need, what do I need to multiply? I really like how you're still tracking, Christina. Yeah, 15 times 7. So, you guys know that I prefer this. So, she will share 105 stickers with 15 friends. Raise your hand if you got that answer. Raise 2 hands if you got that answer. Raise the roof 3 times silently if you got that answer. 1, 2, 3. All right, let me see who's got their hands down now. Eyes on me, because we're about to do the passing in race. Remember, Christian should not pass down any papers until he has Vanessa's, Alex, and Gwen's. So Christina, should you pass down any papers before you have Samaria's? No, right? You should wait for Samaria. Also, Marlen, is this a noisy activity or a silent one? It's silent. MJ, is it faster to throw around the papers and get crazy, or to calmly hand each other papers? Calmly hand. Alex, should you shuffle the papers down, or should you hand? Okay, remember, the winning team is the team that has their papers in the corner of the Kaya's desk and the corner of Labrea's desk. On your mark, get set, go. So you can do a silent celebration over here. You guys can give them some silent energy because they did a good job. Thank you, Samara, for being a positive player. Thank you, everyone over there, giving silent energy. Okay, so we're about to move on to what we're going to do today. Today, what we're working on, as you can see, Miss Lynn wrote it up here. It says, I can use benchmark fractions to help me estimate. So we've been working a lot with sitting up. Oh, Miss Lynn, can you turn off that for just a second? Thank you. So we've been working a lot in 4th grade the last few weeks on fractions, correct? Yes. Okay, can we just do these right here? Is that cool? All right, we've been working a lot on fractions. Today what we're going to start working with is how to benchmark, which is just another way of saying estimating our fractions. You know, like, well, Mr. Marren, why would we need to estimate fractions when we could just know exactly what they are? Well, there's a couple different reasons. Tomorrow we're going to start adding fractions together using benchmarking. So the numbers are going to have different denominators. And since we don't know how to add yet with different denominators, benchmarking fractions is going to really, really help us make estimates to figure out our addition problems. Another reason, though, is like in the real world. Sometimes like, you might get a recipe book, and it might say that you need like 1/3 cup of chocolate chips for your cookie recipe, right? But let's say your measuring cups, the ones you have, only measure like 1 whole cup, 1/4 cup, and 1/2 cup. Are any of those 1/3?
No.
No. So we wouldn't need to make our best
Estimate.
Thank you, Mike. We need to make our best estimate of what 1/3 is closest to out of a whole, a half, and a fourth. So today, all of our benchmarking is going to deal with wholes, halves, and fourths. I need all eyes up here. Make sure you're sitting up straight and tall. So today's problems are all going to do with us estimating fractions to the nearest whole, to the nearest half, or to the nearest fourth. Is everyone with me so far? It's going to make more sense once you start passing out these papers. Now, again, we're going to do the race. This time, though, unlike the do now, you're going to write your name and date, but you're not going to start the problems yet. Gwen, are you going to start the problems? No, you're just going to write what, Micah?
Your name and date.
Your name and date. When you're done, just put everything down. Get up, just look at me, sit up nice, straight, and tall, so I know you're ready to move on. Silent yes if you understand. Again, if there's extras, the people at the end will just give them to you. On your mark, get set, go. So I see Marlon writing her name and date, just like I asked her to. MJ's writing his name and date, just like I asked him to. Smart, you have extra. Thank you.
Just slide it.
Slide what?
MJ Sean. Thank you.
Thank you, MJ. Okay, all eyes should be on me in 7. Pencils down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I have Samaria's eyes, Gwen's eyes, EVA's eyes. Excellent. Let me see. Karma, read this problem to us. Top one.
Mr. Marren wants to make a salmon dinner for him and his friends. The recipe calls for 2/3 of a pound of salmon. But the clerk at the store told Mr. Marren they only sell salmon in fourths, halves,
fourths and halves of a pound.
About how much salmon would Mr. Marren get for his dinner party?
Got 1 sentence left, bro.
Use the bar models to help you solve.
Okay, so let's think about, eyes on me again. Let's think about what we know. First thing I know is what, Eli? What do I know?
You know, the recipe calls for
Good, Eli, exactly. Electric calls for 2/3 of a pound of salmon. MJ, what else do I know? What did the clerk tell me?
You want to get 4 halves of a pound.
Yeah, they only sell the salmon in 1/4 of a pound and 1/2 of a pound. Carmen, pencil down. So, they don't sell it in thirds. That means I'm going to have to benchmark, or another word I said for benchmark is?
Estimate.
Thank you. Another word for benchmark is?
Estimate.
Estimate. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to write down 2/3. And then I'm going to draw, what do you guys think? A bar model. Does it matter? Is this cool like this?
No.
I'm going to raise your hand and tell me why that's not cool. Kaya?
Because they're not equal groups.
They're not equal groups, and fractions are equal parts of a whole. Good. Okay? So I know this is thirds. It's not perfect, but I'm trying to make it a little better. What's my unit fraction?
2.
Well, what's my unit fraction?
1/3.
1/3. And let me see, sitting up straight and tall. I'm not writing right now because I haven't asked anybody to write just yet. Gwen, how many parts do I need to shade in? 2 what?
2/3.
Because if I said 2, that would mean two bar models or 2 holes, right? We don't want 2 holes, we want 2/3. So everyone right now, please do this. Yes, Kyle. Yes, you may. Mike is doing this, Josiah is doing this, Marlon's doing this. I like how MJ is trying his best to make sure that his thirds are equal to each other. So MJ did this, and now he has his eyes back on me. He's ready for his next instruction. Brittany did this. She has her eyes back on me. She's ready for her next instruction. So did Christina. Say about another 10 seconds, and make sure your eyes are back up here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What happened? 1 second, guys. I give Miss Lynn the day off. All she has to do is record me. She couldn't even keep the screen on.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go tisk tisk, Miss Lynn.
Tisk.
Alright. Eyes back on me in 3. Eyes back on me in 2. Eyes back on me in 1. Just looking around the room to make sure everyone did. Go ahead, shade in a second. Okay, good. Alright, so I said today we're estimating to the closest 1/4, 1/2, or a whole, right? So I'm going to start off with fourths here. We don't know how much we're going to do yet, but I'm going to draw a bar here. Do I need to make the bar the same? The bar's the same length? Yes, I definitely do. Okay, and I'm going to break this into fourths first. And the reason I can do that is because I said fourths or halves, but who can tell me what is 1/2 equal to? Karma? 2/4, right? So we can still use this to help us. So let's make an. So this is about right here-ish. You know, it's not perfect exactly, but who can tell me about how many fourths I need if I'm estimating? I'm taking this 2/3. What is 2/3 closest to in fourths? Gwen?
3/4.
Yeah, because you can just kind of look at the bar and see that they're about the same. Now, my thirds weren't perfect, so they look like they're exactly equal. Not true. They're not exactly equal, but my thirds aren't perfect. But she is right. 2/3 is closest to 3/4. So I would tell the guy at the store, how many pounds do I need? 3/4 of a
Pound.
3/4 of a pound, right? 3/4 of a pound is about how much I need, and that makes sense because 3/4 is actually a little bit more than 2/3. So I'll have a little bit of extra. But is that okay? Yeah, it's totally okay for me to have a little bit extra. But that was benchmarking a fraction, estimating, because the guy at the store said, well, I can't sell you 2/3. We don't sell the salmon in thirds. We sell it in fourths and halves, right? Okay. If it was right here, you could tell me what fraction this could be. Let's say that I just shaded these two in. I can say 2/4, or I can say
1/2.
1/2. Good. All right, so let's go to this next one. I need sitting up perfectly straight and tall. Josiah, go ahead, read it.
Miss Lynn's baking some cookies for her friend Rachel's birthday. The recipe calls for 1 5/7 cups of chocolate chips. Unfortunately, Miss Lynn's measuring cups only measures in fourths and halves. About how many cups of chocolate chips should Miss Lynn use for her cookies?
Right, so again, we need to think about what we know. Alex, tell us one thing that we know about this problem.
That Miss Lynn's recipe.
I'm sorry, hold on, Alex. People are not giving you the respect you deserve. Your pencil should be down, and you should be tracking Alex right now. We're listening to him.
That Miss Lynn's recipe calls for 1 5/7 cups of chocolate chips.
Exactly. Unfortunately, we know one other thing. Samaria, what else do we know? Track, Samaria. What else do we know, Samaria? Yeah, they only measure in fourths and halves. Or fourths and halves, sevenths? No, or fourths and halves, sevenths?
No.
No. So what's that word? We're going to need to what this fraction? We're going to need to, Micah? Estimate. What's that other new word we learned today? If you know, you can say it on the snap.
Benchmark.
We need to benchmark it. Everybody, we're going to need to
Benchmark.
or, like Micah said, estimate. Now, one whole. Do we need to benchmark that one whole? I hear some no's. Gwen, why no?
Because
Track one.
it's already at a hole, so you don't have to.
You're on the right track. Keep going.
You don't really have to make it into something else. You can just keep it the same.
Yeah. We don't really need to. Is one eyes back on me? Is the number 1 a fraction?
No.
I mean, we could make it a fraction, but if we made it into a fraction and we knew we could only do it fourths, how many of those would I need to shade in anyway? 4 fourths, right? And that would be 1 whole. So I don't really need to estimate that part because I can use my fourths, my cups that measure fourths, or even my cups that measure halves to do that, right? Like I can fill up my 2 half cups and that equals 1, right? So we don't really need to estimate that whole number. There's no real need for that. But we need to estimate 5/7. So my first step is going to be to draw a bar model. Christian, how many parts should I break this bar into? Why 7, Christian? Who can tell us that? Why 7? Why 7? Make sure you're sitting up straight and tall. Make sure you're looking over here. Your pencil shouldn't be in your hand yet because I haven't asked anybody to write. I'm waiting for everyone to put their pencils down. Alex, put your pencil down. Alex, can you tell us why it's 7ths? Why are we breaking this into 7ths? Track Alex.
Because the denominator is 7.
Yeah, the denominator is 7, so there's 7 total what?
Parts.
Parts. Very good. 7 total parts. Now 7ths are kind of hard, so I'm going to try my best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's okay. I'm just going to make this one smaller. Okay? Now, my measuring cups only measure in fourths and halves. And since we can easily make 1/2 equal to, we're talking about fourths. 1/2 is equal to, think about it, 1/2 is equal to 2 fourths. I can just draw fourths here. I don't need to draw halves. I can just draw my fourths. I mean, fourths are easy. You cut it in half first. You cut your halves in half to get fourths. Okay. How many parts do I need to shade in right here, Karma?
5.
Why 5?
Because the numerator is 5.
And I used what fraction of a cup of chocolate chips for that part?
5/7.
5/7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you guys to look at this with your friends and think about what is 5/7 closest to in fourths. You're going to benchmark, so you're going to think about it, and you're going to talk to your partner again about what 5/7 is closest to in fourths. Go ahead. What do you think, guys? Eyes back on me in 3, 2, and 1. Mike has his eyes back on me. Josiah has his eyes on me. Marlen has her eyes on me. Blow in your hand if you want to tell me what 5/7 is closest to in fourths. Shake it up. Throw it at me in 3, 2, 1.
3/4.
It's closest to 3/4, right? Because it's a it's very, very close. So, who can tell me if I'm gonna do this recipe about estimating about how many cups of chocolate chips I need to use? MJ? Not 3/4, because remember, this is what Miss Lynn's other class had trouble with too. It's 1 5/7 cups. We didn't estimate or benchmark that one because we didn't have to, but it doesn't magically go away. That's still there. So, MJ, try again. Complete sentence. Miss Lynn needs 1 3/4 what, MJ? Not 1 3/4 chocolate. She needs 1 and a little bit more of another chocolate chip. She needs a little less than 2 chocolate chips. No, what 1 3/4 what? Cups of chocolate chips. So can we just forget that whole number? Can we just forget this whole number at the beginning?
No.
No. We don't have to benchmark it, but we need to make sure we go back and put it back in at the end. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so you have 2 problems on the back that you are going to try with your partners. Eyes on me because I haven't given full instructions yet. Thank you, Josiah, for never taking your eyes off me when I was talking. You are allowed to talk in a whisper. Say, I can whisper. Okay, this is a whisper. This is not a whisper just because you have a weird high-pitched voice on. This is still pretty loud. This is a whisper. See, I'm not talking in some weird, breathy, strange, high-pitched voice. It's just my regular voice, but lower. You're going to work with your partners. Do you need to draw bar models?
Yes.
Yes. Do you need to read the full problem?
Yes.
Yes. Are you allowed to work with your partners right now?
Yes.
As long as you whisper. I'm going to give you guys about 7 minutes. Go. No, go. Okay. Just in case that wasn't clear, guys, you have 7 minutes to do the next 2 problems. So you should be looking at the table with monitor. Actually, stop for just a second, guys. I have one quick question for you that I think is really important that I would like to ask. So all eyes on me. 3, 2, 1. Gwen has her eyes on me. Karma has her eyes on me. Samari has her eyes on me. Let's just say this was 6/7. What could have I benchmarked that to instead of 3/4? Karma?
2 holes.
Well, this would be 1 hole, yes, and then it'd be the 1 hole we had plus 1 more hole equals 2 holes, right? We could have done 2 cups then. If it's really close to being a hole, you can benchmark to a hole. Because remember I said we're benchmarking to 4ths, halves, or holes. So let's say it was right here. What would I benchmark it to then? Micah?
1/2.
1/2. Why 1/2? Why not 2/4?
You can, it doesn't matter.
Because they're what?
Because they equal.
Yeah, 2/4 is equal to 1/2. Yeah, so if it was here, I'd probably benchmark to 2/4. If it was here, 3/4. Here, I might do 3/4, or I could do 1 whole. Either way. It's estimating, so does it need to be perfect?
No.
No. Okay, sorry to interrupt you. Yes, Luke? But you haven't even started it. You've asked for help without even starting it on your own. You have a partner, you can ask her for help first. One second, come on, give me some rest. Guys, pay attention to what you're doing. Don't worry about the timer. Yes. Are these parts equal to you? You gotta try to make them equal, right? So how many parts? Yeah, good. So how many parts should you like the bar to? How many of us? Well, I really, really like how Marlen's writing her unit fraction inside of her parts. So she broke her bar into fifths, and she wrote 1/5 inside each part, because each part's value is 1/5. So did Micah, so did Brittany, good. Okay, so now we're estimating to the nearest fourth, half, or whole. So we're going to make another bar right underneath it and break it into how many parts? Fourths. So that's what we're benchmarking to, fourths. Okay. Fourth, halves, or wholes. Marlen, good. You did a great job. What's your next step? What are we benchmarking to? Again, guys, just real quick, we're benchmarking to the nearest half, fourths, or wholes. So our second bar underneath our actual fraction should be broken into how many parts? Fourths, right? Because we can make fourths make it equal to 1/2 easily. Make sure your bars are the same length. Otherwise it's not going to be perfect. Skip this one, look at let's look at this one. Good. Okay, so what is this closest to? 3/5. Is that closer to 2/4 or to 3/4? 3/4, right? Okay. So about how much hours should you track? Don't forget your whole. 2 3/4. Remember, don't forget those holes, guys, to put them back on at the end. Okay, 3/5. Now we can remember we benchmarking to the nearest fourth, half, or whole. So we cut this in half, then into fourths. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So Marlen, let's look at this. What does 3/5 look like it's closest to? How many fourths? Stop about right there. So about how close? Which is it closest to? Three fifths closer to 2/4 or 3/4? Yeah, we could do 2/4 or 3/4. I think either way would be okay. So yeah, you're right. We could shade in 2 and see that it's pretty close to that. Or we could shade in 3 and see it's pretty close to that. It can go either way, okay? Now it depends on what we need. So since he's just tracking TV, yeah, we could say 2 and 2/4. What is 2/4 equal to though? What's 2/4 equal to? 1/2. So remember, he has that 2 whole hours. So we're going to say that 3/5 is closest to 2/4. So we're going to say 2 and 3/5. Remember, this little squiggly equal sign means round. Is close to 2 and 2/4. And 2 and 2/4 is equal to 2 and 1/2. So he's going to try to graph about 2.5 hours on that. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, remember, we had that 2 from the beginning. We can't forget that at the end. We don't have to benchmark the 2. We need to put it back on at the end, right? Okay. Okay, so now, eyes on me for just a second. 3, 2, 1. Karma's eyes are on me. Micah's eyes are on me. Gwen's eyes are on me. Okay, good. Now, we're no longer going to be working with our partners for the rest of the problems, which I think there was only 3 total. So if you already did 1, you got 2. If you did 2, you only got 1. You're going to be working on your own. I'm going to give you about another 5 minutes. There might be 2. I might have misspoke. Yep, just 2. My bad. I'm sorry. So we might need a little less than 5 minutes. That's okay. Okay, so we got 3/5. Good. So what does this look closest to? Does it look closest to 1/2? That's fine. It makes sense to me. So you can't forget this back at the beginning. Remember, so it would be 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and. So your answer would be 2 and what? What are you saying 3/5 is closest to? 2 wholes and what fraction? What is 3/5 closest to? You have a picture right there in front of you. Well, 2/4 is equal to 1/2. So Christian should grab about 2 and 1/2 hours. Okay? And the next one. Good, Kyle. You go. You're fine. Okay, so this one's 2/6. Are we trying to benchmark to the nearest 5th? Trying to go to the nearest 4th. I don't see the answer.
To account for it, you must account the whole entire amount that you estimate. You at least want that
Increase for a second. I'll come check you in a second if I see that you're done. Okay, so 2 and 2/4. 2/4 is the same as what? 1/2. So this should say, you can leave 2 and 2/4 like that, but you also leave the right 2 and 2/4 equals 2 and 1/2. Okay? Now, MJ, this is good, but this is a little bit sloppy. And you can write this neater. Can you do it again for me right here, but neater? Okay, so it's not just 3/4. You can't forget the whole. So what do you think? What is 2/6 really close to 3/4? So we don't want to shade this in yet, until we decide what it's closest to. So 2/6 would be about right here. So what do you think 2/6 is closest to? Is it closer to being 1/4 or closer to being 2/4? Yeah, it's closer to being 1/4, right? Okay, so 2/6 would round, or 2/6 would benchmark to 1/4. So about how much does Superman need? You said how much? 1/4. So he needs about 1/4 pounds. Yeah? Okay, 1 second. First off, he says 3/5. You want to shade it in 2/5. So what do you think 3/5 is closest to? And then, you cannot forget, you have this whole number at the beginning. So it's not just 3/4, it's 2. And 3/4. You see what I'm saying, Brittany? Because you got 2 holes. You can't forget about that 2 holes. And fix this answer here. That's good. That's good stuff. Alex's other hand. Okay, so yeah, it's closest to 1/4. So Superman should buy about 1/4 pounds. You have it.
Alex, do you need Look at that. I haven't heard it was really good. Here's what it is. So, 2 scissors right here, right? So it is this much away from being 2/4. I guess it is. I see what you're saying. I would estimate this to be about 1/4, not 2/6. But you're not totally off. It makes sense to me.
I mean, it's estimating.
Estimating, but when you're thinking about things like recipes and stuff, you have to know that like 2/3 is more than a fourth. So you would want to probably.
Yeah, but 2/3 should look. It looks closer to 2.
I mean, let's say whatever it was, 2/6, right? 2/6.
I mean, you could just. I mean, if you would collect, you could just estimate. You could either make a little bit less than that's what he's saying, or you can make a little bit more.
Right.
It doesn't matter. I mean, this is just really to get them used to like getting in their head, like, okay, about how much should I get? Okay, that's cool. Okay, so pencils down, eyes on me. No books out, please. Everything put away in 10 seconds. 10. Be in your seats. 9, 8. You should also still have your papers because we're going to do the passing in race. 7, 6. I like how I see most people starting to put their things away, just like I asked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Josiah put his stuff down. His eyes are on me. Micah put his things down. His eyes are on me. So did Brittany, looking around the room. I need one friend over here pushing their chair, have their eyes on me. I need one friend over here to put away her things. Brittany. We're going to pass the papers in. Same thing as before. Do not pass the papers so the person in front is giving them to you. You do not need to talk. You do not need to pass them crazy. On your mark. Get set. Go. Hope no one gets disqualified from talking. Corner of the desk. So this time, you guys can silently celebrate what you guys give positive energy and thumbs up. Okay? This is the tiebreaker race. Because it's 1-1 right now. There's one more race for your exit ticket. Now, your exit ticket, eyes on me. Your exit ticket race. Name and date. As soon as you have your name and date, you can start. This is like a mini quiz. So are you allowed to talk?
No.
No. When you're done, are you allowed to talk?
No.
No, you can read a book. Stay on your seat, read a book, or you can draw me a picture on the space you didn't write in. That's fine. But this is a mini quiz. You are not allowed to talk. But we are going to do the race, and we are going to see who's the grand champions of passing out papers today. Yes, Libra, your question? Quickly go sharpen your pencil. On your marks. Well, actually, Libra, we need you here for at least the beginning of the race, and you can sharpen your pencil after. Get set. Go. Putting 7 minutes on the clock for your exit ticket should be more than enough for this. See most people writing their names and dates, but I'm going to count the team that won the race. It's the first team I see them all working. Just a reminder, everybody, I am not allowed to help just because it is an exit ticket, and Miss Lynn and I want to see what you know on your own. Thank you. Now I understand how to use it. Let's go close this. Remember, when you're done, you can just keep it because we're going to do one last race at the end. Don't worry about the clock, guys. It's just making weird noises. Keep working. Raise your hand if you need a little more time. Okay, go ahead, take it. Thank you to my friends who are done and who are calmly getting books to read and who are staying in their seats and giving their friends time to think. Got about another 1 minute. Another minute. Okay, eyes on me. It's okay if you did not finish. Kaya and Libre, you need to finish still. You guys can step outside to the table. Go ahead and finish, okay? So stand up. Go finish outside. Okay, eyes on me. All books put away, please. All books put away inside your desk for right now. All pencils down. So Christina has her eyes on me. Josiah has his eyes on me. Marlena has her eyes on me. I see one person needs to have their head up, eyes on me. Okay, we're going to pass them in. Same as normal. Let's see who's going to be the best team at passing in papers today. On your mark, get set, go. Sorry, help us out by passing those ones in.
The extras.
Ooh, I think that was pretty much a tie. Everyone gets to celebrate. Everyone celebrate. Okay, back. Looking at me in 3, 2, 1. Who can tell? Give me a raised hand. 3S, silent straight still, and tell me what we worked on today. What did we work on today? Track Gwen. Look at Gwen.
Using benchmark fractions to estimate.
Yes, using benchmark fractions to estimate. Very good, Gwen. Who can tell me a situation that we might need to use this in real life? Situation we might need to use this in real life. Karma?
During baking.
During baking, like if you're having recipes and maybe it calls for like a third of something and you don't have a third measuring cup. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Samari, what else? The store. How at the store? You need to buy some what? Ham. Good, some ham. And then what happens? What? Why would we need to use this for ham? Well, we need to have it close to the right amount, right? So maybe at the store they don't sell things. Maybe the rest. Eyes on me again. Maybe the recipe tells you need something weird like 2/7 pounds of ham, or pound of ham, and they don't sell it in sevenths at the store. Maybe they only sell it in fourths or halves or something like that. Okay? So yeah, tomorrow, eyes up here. Tomorrow, when it's regular class again, and Miss Lynn will be again teaching you guys. You guys will use the same skills you gained today to help you add together fractions with unlike denominators. Now, the answers won't be exact, but you'll have a good estimate because of your, starts with a B, benchmarks. Good. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me come in and teach a lesson in here. I know I come in here a lot, but you guys were really great. Thank you so much.